Danny, your thoughts on the performance?
I think everyone should be very proud of the day, really. I think it summed it up when we conceded after, felt like just a couple of minutes, and I think it was, the whole stadium started singing for the boys again. You need that sometimes, because I've been involved with games where you go a goal down as underdogs and then the whole place just goes flat because you don't respond. The supporters sparked that, so fair play to them, and then we gave them something more to sing about by going on the front foot. So yeah, it'd be like I said, it's not a bit of a sickener. It's a bit raw at the minute, obviously. But if you said before the game, you have a game like that for supporters, I think they'd snap your hand off just for entertainment value. Disappointing to concede so late, of course, but to score 3 goals against a championship team, I think everyone could be very proud.
After 90 seconds, were you thinking, oh no, this is Chelsea all over again?
Maybe not that extent, but you are thinking, okay, like over to you boys, and the supporters, like I said, and they started it, and then the players responded and started to get them on the back foot and make them realise it wasn't going to be an easy day at the office for them. Fair play to West Brom. I think you saw the reaction of their supporters at the end with the equaliser, how much it means to them to get that replay, the supporters, and he was bringing on a lot of big hitters towards the end, so you know he wasn't happy, their manager, losing the game at a National League team, so fair play for giving us that respect. But yeah, it's a bit of a sickener. If you say before you take it to the last minute and they get the equaliser, you probably wouldn't have believed it, but a valiant display a lot of the players put in, like Liam Mandeville just running on empty but keep going and going and going. That's what supporters pay the money for, and I think they all got clapped off the pitch at the end for a reason.
Are you happy with the side, how it hit back straight away?
Yeah, and that's what, like I say, you're looking for that response. It isn't necessarily an equaliser, it's just to try and play in their half a bit. The manager was very keen on us going on the front foot, and we were adopting a real high press. You've been in these games before, you almost sometimes go the other way, go real low block and sit off and try and get them off the counter, and that's great if it works, and it does. It's not a bad way of playing, but if they suddenly go 2-0, you don't get in their half, people get a bit bored and a bit agitated. And I think because the way we set up, we were on the front foot, and it gave the supporters something to have some hope for. And at 3-2 at half time, it was one of the best games I've seen for a long time. Yes, I'm involved in it, but it was really exciting. And I suppose if the neutral is a great way to finish the game, we'll certainly take thousands down there, and we'll have to try and do it all over again.
What about the atmosphere as well? I mean, one of the best I've ever seen as well here.
And listen, I said the other day, we're very lucky because we very rarely have below 6,500, 7,000 there for any game in our league. So fair play to the supporters. It isn't just like 5,000 or 6,000 turned up, just to enjoy the FA Cup. We always get good crowds and they always get behind us. Today felt a bit different. A bit more carnival-like, so to speak, especially when you're going 3-2 up and it could be in that fourth round draw. But yeah, listen, we know we're going to take thousands down there, and it's another, like I say, football's about creating memories, and hopefully we can create a lot of memories for these supporters down at the Hawthorns.
A word on Armando Dobra. A little magician, isn't he? But he seems to love this competition. That's 5 in 4 now in the competition as a whole. Yeah,
it's one thing when he came to the club and the manager said that he just wanted to add goals to his game because that was something that he thought was missing at Ipswich. He's certainly done that. I think the supporters respond to him because of his work rate up and down. It gets kicked left, right and centre and just gets up, gets on with it. But to a man, I thought they showed such bravery. At the end you got Grimes in tier against 2 top championship strikers, and bar in the last minute where the lad scores, they're holding their own as a team. So yeah, I think we could be quite proud of the performance, but we've got to make sure we take those positives into Wealdstone and not let it be sort of after the Lord Mayor's show.
Despite the positives, are you a little bit frustrated that you conceded then in the 93rd minute or whatever it was?
I think you're more than frustrated, didn't you, and disappointed. It's a real sickener because a couple of minutes later we've got probably the pitch invasion and all the cameras are in the dressing room, but that's football. That's football, and that's why you've got to be switched on right to the end, and you play against teams like that, they will punish you if you get a chance. And he doesn't put that header over the bar or put it straight in the Ross's hand, he puts it in the corner and scores. So yeah, we've got to watch things back like we always do. It's very hard at the moment to criticise just because the work rate was so good.
You're not going to Wrexham now because of the replay at the Hawthorns, but you got Wilson on Tuesday, haven't you? A slight little pick-me-up for the team. How difficult will it be to pick them up for Wealdstone?
I don't think it would be difficult because they know the objective is to do as well as we can in the league. And I think if we were a real small club in this league who are mid-table, this is our big day of the season, and that's it. Hopefully our big day comes the last game of the season here, and we lifted the trophy around the pitch, but that's a long way off. The promotion, we've got to make sure we go to places like Wealdstone and back up the talk that I'm doing by getting 3 points, because if we had this great performance today and go there and come back with 0 points, and you can forget about the replay. All our thoughts are on the league, so we've got to make sure that we keep the players focused. They're good lads, they're focused as it is. We don't need to tell them that. It's important now that they do, they're all down in there, obviously, because they were so close to sort of a real memorable day in their career. We can still get that at the Hawthorns, but you know they'll have tonight to be a bit sombre. Hopefully they don't, and they can actually enjoy it with their families because they've achieved a lot today. And then come Monday morning, it's all about Wilstone.